Rebel Wilson, huh? What's she like? Well, she dropped a whole bunch of poundage, right? And she was in a happy relationship for a minute, and then, yes, she lost all that weight, and then realized that her options are wide open. But then at the same time, she also looked at the calendar and it's like, no, fuck, I'm 42. Realizing that her options were, in fact, at the same time opening up, but then for long-term relationships and security reasons, they kind of contracted. Having to reconcile the fact that, yeah, she kind of wasted her youth on the impressions of society that gave to her. You can do whatever you want. You can go out there and you can go get your career, girl. You can be as fat and disgusting as you want. But then once a harsh reality came at her quickly, she realized that, oh, fuck, no, that's actually, I've been told a lie. And then, now all of a sudden realizing that she can't quite get all the attention that she was striving ever so hard for, she decides to come out as gay in the middle of Pride Month. Imagine that. A 3-month relationship with no previous history of dating exclusively women. It's just a little bit too coincidental for my opinion. Let's just take a look. Rebel Wilson has come out as gay at the age of 42. Oh, born this way crowd on life support. Well, introducing the world to her girlfriend on Thursday. How appropriate. Was there like 90 years of age between you two? Gross. The Pitch Perfect star took to Instagram to share the news about her new relationship, posting a sweet snap of herself posing with her girlfriend, designer Romana Agruma. She's Agruma? Really? Really? In which both women are seen grinning and scissoring from ear to ear. In the caption, Wilson shared her joy over her new relationship, joking that she had spent years searching for a Disney prince. Yeah, that's also another problem. That's another lie society will tell you. That yes, there will be that one man out there. You'll find your soulmate someday, girl. You'll have that guy who will fuck you like an animal in the sheets and then also provide like a prince for you as well. It doesn't fucking happen. Go back and watch Beauty and the Beast once again. Okay, Belle was super attracted to the Beast. Why? Because he was the bad boy that was out there. That was the bad boy that you couldn't get when you were 500 fucking pounds and disgusting, okay? That was the one that you were longing for and you couldn't find him, huh? That's the one that Belle wanted. But I'm sure at the same time that you probably had a whole bunch of beta orbiters around there and around you that were probably just like, you know what, hey, the prince that was out there, oh, they provide the world for you. I don't care. You're big and beautiful and I love that. That's wonderful, fantastic. Here, take all of my wealth. You spent all that time, okay? Like, look, I can see in the little byline that's there, Wilson's relationship news comes just after a year after splitting from her brewing heir, Jacob Bush, with whom she had a 4-month-long romance. Yeah, no, exactly. Probably somebody who could have gave her the world, but then at the same time, she's Rebel Wilson. She's relatively successful in her career, even though her consistent byline is always the Pitch Perfect star. What has she been in recently? Okay. You had a look. You decided to take your health seriously, which is just something I completely commend you for. But you lived out the reality of the modern woman, okay? It's starting to come at you hard and fast, okay? And then because you became the man that you were always looking for, okay? The one who could provide for you. Because you have no interest in that, okay? You were just dating that guy because, oh yeah, no, I just don't want to die alone. Because that's also what your post is out there. I was searching for a Disney prince, somebody who will be everything for me at all times. Those men don't exist. They do not exist, okay? Like you can't make a hoe a housewife, you can't make an alpha a beta, okay? But enough red pill truths there for a moment, but maybe what I really needed all this time. So see, even with her announcement, she's not even all that convinced that her current decision is the right one for her, okay? She would have said if she was a little bit more concrete in her opinions on this one, but what I needed all this time was a Disney prince, or princess, ugh, gross. But she says, but maybe what I needed all this time was a Disney princess. It's not going to last. It will not fucking last. Oh, we've been in a relationship for 3 months. Give it a couple more months, okay? Let Pride Month fucking peter out. See if they're together by Christmas. Wilson, who has, and also had a bunch of hearts and rainbow emojis and a hashtag love is love. And I'm sure it got right on the front page of Instagram because they're pushing an agenda as well. Wilson, who had been recently flaunting her slimmed down, toned up figure after losing more than 75 pounds. And again, biggest congratulations. No jokes implied at all. I think that that's a wonderful transformation, and it should be urging more people to do it just earlier in life too. Living a healthy lifestyle throughout your entire life, not starting to get to the, mid-age point and then start realizing that, oh fuck, I better take my health seriously. But anyways, better late than never. Okay. Showed off her winning smile in the sweet photo, which shows her resting her hand on Ramona's arm. Thank God that's the only thing that's resting on each other, while her girlfriend snapped the selfie. No, exactly. They look better than any other lesbian couples that are out there. Okay, there's not enough flannel for me to at least believe that it's going to be a long-term relationship. And okay, cool. If they went to this restaurant, who was driving the pickup truck or the Subaru Outback? Okay, that's all I'm concerned about. And I wish him nothing but the best. But ladies, let's be honest. Let's be honest, more appropriately. Rebel Wilson, wildly successful, hugely in-demand comedic actress, okay, because I think she was in a couple of those goofy Paul Feige, Judd Apatow garbage comedies from the late 2000s, early 2010s. Ugh, God, that killed comedy. Fuck Judd Apatow. Terrible fucking films. Poor rewatchability. But anyways, my aside, she got everything she wanted out of a man from her career, and now she's paying the price of just having this midlife crisis, thinking that she missed out of some great wild experience when she couldn't, procure it, and now she's acting it out irrationally in her 40s. She's not quite as bad as Madonna, who's doing the exact same thing, just trying to relive her. I don't even know what that fucking crazy bitch is doing at this point, trying to look like E.T. and fucking star in the remake of that. I don't know. I wish her nothing but happiness. Maybe this was just her latent homosexuality finally blossoming conveniently in the middle of Pride Month. But like I said, nothing but the best. But then just also note that the highest rates of domestic violence are between a lesbian couple. Anyways, speaking of which, more women down bad. Oh, I love these stories. I love them so much. Okay, because you get more stories like this, then you realize that, you know what, hey, maybe marriage reform is not that far away from becoming an actuality. I have some trust issues. Valerie Bertinelli, who used to be so hot, so attractive, she gave her best years to Eddie Van Halen, which is great and fantastic and good for her. She got a son out of it after all. Breaks down in tears and says that she will not date again. Well, you're 62. It's going to be tough. As estranged husband asks for spousal support. Boo! City boys, we up! Valerie Bertinelli. That wasn't even intentional. Anyways, is happy to be single these days. Really? When you break down in tears on television, she's happy to be single. Nope. The 62-year-old hot in Cleveland star sat down on the Today Show on Thursday to open up about whether or not she wants to date again after she filed for divorce from Tom Vitale, 58, who recently asked for spousal support from the celebrity. Aha. You tried to leave him destitute. You tried to just pick up and leave, but then it's like, no, what's fair is fair. Equal rights equals equal lefts. I have some trust issues, shared the brunette beauty. Well, she was, but she's also 62, so take about half and then about 10 years off of that. Anyways, the brunette beauty says she teared up. But again, guys, she's happy to be single these days. I'm going to be more than happy to be happily divorced and spend the rest of my life alone. Yeah, no, that's obviously the proclamation of somebody who's come to terms with the happiness of their singlehood. Okay. The actress is previously married, Eddie Van Halen, lead guitarist for the rock band Eddie Van Halen. Well, rock band Van Halen, yes, obviously, but yeah, no. And yes, she took the death of Eddie pretty hard. That was just, that was like a year ago. My God, time flies. Greatest guitarist ever. Most influential, at least. From 81 to 2007, that's how long they were married. But yeah, no, but she was happy being single until she got remarried. Anyways, she was then married from Vitale for a decade. Wow. Until the two legally separated, and he's like, yeah, no, could I get some cash there? Food Network star discussed her divorce. I thought she was the hot in Cleveland star. From her second husband upon separating after an 11-year marriage. I'm going to be happy to be happily divorced and spend the rest of my life alone. Although she has no plans to possibly remarry. Oh, she will if the right simp comes along. The star definitely isn't completely alone. She has 6 cats and dogs. Yup. exactly. Remember what we were just talking about with Rebel Wilson? Make good life choices so you don't have to lay out this massive cope where I have 6 cats and my dog and my rock star bass playing son who's the offspring of Eddie Van Halen and can literally work in any band that he wants. But yeah, no, he'll be around to keep me happy. I'm just going to turn my son into my husband, and there's nothing fucked up and Oedipal about that. No, not at all whatsoever. No, of course, he'll keep me happy. And hopefully one day grandchildren. Yeah, no, exactly. Dude, this is sad and stuff, but it should also serve as a cautionary tale. Women, you have a specific amount of time to make the best decisions possible. She had the opportunity, okay, to make another good long-term decision, okay, but she got alpha widowed by Eddie Van Halen in 2007. She tried to be like, no, I can go ahead and move on, and then yes, obviously everything got fucking spurned up when Eddie tragically passed away, and she just took it extremely hard. That probably ruined that relationship with that beta, Vitaly, right there, which is exactly on a much smaller level. And if we had more information on this stuff, probably doesn't look too dissimilar than the theoretical love triangle that's Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, and Tupac Shakur. Have you taken a look at some of those letters that are out there? They look pretty analogous to the ones that Valerie Bertinelli was dropping about Eddie Van Halen when he passed, and what Jada Pinkett Smith is writing about Tupac Shakur. Yep, no, exactly. Definitely no correlation there at all. Nope, of course not. Bertinelli has one son, Wolfgang Von Halen. You go ahead and you write out his entire name and you say it with pride, because if your first name is Wolfgang, you deserve to have it said like that at all times. Who follows in his father's footsteps and is also a musician. Now, he's a bass player. That's barely a musician. When asked if she will ever look for love again, the star simply answered, "Oh God, no." Again, just give it some time. But then again, hopefully her husband can remarry, so you have to stop paying him alimony. God, that's hilarious. The One Day at a Time actress. Oh, that was the soap opera she was on, right? I explained the reason is because she can't imagine ever trusting anyone again to let into my life. Well, I don't know too much about that. So I have some trust issues, and I'm not sure I'm ever going to have to get past that. No, you will. Just give it some time. Last month, Bertinelli officially filed for divorce from Vitaly for irreconcilable differences. Sorry. No, like I was rushing very quickly to say. 80% of divorces are filed by 70% of divorces are filed by women, and 80% of the time it has something to do with finances. And the fact that she's spurging out about Vitaly asking for any sort of spousal support leads me to believe that somebody was the breadwinner in the family. Ergo, there you go. She also said that she never expected to be twice divorced. Divorce sucks, she said. Yeah, no, exactly. She wanted to be with Eddie. Eddie just wanted to be with his guitar. Married the financial planner in 2011. Wow, how do you get that gig after the collapse? With her ex-husband, Eddie Van Halen, and her son, Wolf, both in attendance. When Eddie remarried in 2019, Bertinelli was also a guest. That's a weird relationship everybody had going on there. After a divorce from Van Halen, the two developed a close relationship until his death in 2020. Yeah, no, exactly. You can see where the problems ended up coming, okay, because they were both apparently not over one another, but I don't know the circumstances of them breaking up to begin with, nor do I really care all that much. All I can do is just kind of see everything from the outside looking in, just realizing that, yeah, no, there's some consistent through lines, and it's not just specific to celebrities. That's just those instances, and those are the relationships that we're all just the most familiar with. So, you know, talked about the process of dealing with loss when he passed away, and that the love, was what helped her the most. Love always wins no matter what, even when they're gone, she stated. Yeah, but what about the love of your current ex-husband, the one who's alive? She stated on the show, there's still that love there to be grateful for you had. Yeah, that's nice, big cope. Bertinelli is also one of the people who was there next to him when he passed away, speaking of Van Halen anyways, alongside Van Halen's second wife, his brother and son. Yes, Alex, the extremely talented drummer of Van Halen as well. Well, actually, there's no more Van Halen. But yeah, let this serve as a warning for women and men out there, okay? I wish everybody nothing but the happiest with whatever remains of their life, obviously. I'm not taking shots at anybody specifically, so if it sounded like that, okay, I might have misspoke or something like that, and I just want to make some comedic flourishes every once in a while. It's kind of a comedy show after all. But no, if society wasn't set up to just make sure that women became more like men to become as successful in order to not need no man, and then to become, so engaged in their biological emotions where they just want to love one person that's out there, okay? Because as the old sexual strategy goes, women want quality, men want quantity, okay? That's why you don't see too many women running around being rock stars, flouting their notch count, okay? Professional athletes flaunting their notch count, like Gene Simmons, Wilt Chamberlain, so many other people there that I don't know off the top of my head, as opposed to women that are out there. I know what the Nightwish singer, that's a female and stuff like that, but like even Cardi B at the end of the day, she'll sing those degenerate songs that'll just, that'll permeate the culture, but then at the end of the day, what's she doing back at home? Cooking and cleaning, because she got that ring and she wants to do that, and that's what she does in the relationship. But she'll go out there and she'll tell you that all you need to do is just fucking bust that shit open, you'll get whatever man you want, girl. It's all a fucking lie in society. They're trying to make masculinized females, and they're trying to make feminized men in order to just bring everybody towards the mean, because the whole societal norm is blank slate equalism. But at the end of the day, men and women are completely fucking different creatures. We desire different things, okay? A man can get to the end of their life without being in a relationship and just be completely fucking happy without that. Understand that they had a life well lived, okay? And most people aren't going to die in fucking hospice, surrounded by their loved ones. That's only a select few. That's only a lucky few, okay? Most people are just going to die of a fucking heart attack in their sleep, or when there's too much fluid in their lungs, and they'll fucking die that way. As opposed to women, like, again, compare and contrast here. Valerie right now, just after the fact that, she was divorced again for a second time. I will never get into a relationship ever again. Compare that with Rebel from the first article we looked at right there. Yeah, what is she doing? Okay, she's so scared of living alone. She's hooking up with a woman for the first time in her life. Imagine that. But I think that's enough red pill truths for the day, okay? With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.